It has been 8 months since we installed 16 Husqvarna 550 EPOS mowers. They mow all the fairways and rough on the Walk Golf Course at Orange Lake Resort, located in Kissimmee, Florida. We are continuing to fine-tune the setup and programming of our mowers. Our biggest issue so far has been the irrigation system. When the irrigation system run time and the mower start time overlap, occasionally a mower will go over a running sprinkler. The high pressure from the irrigation system is no match for the seals under the mower. And since water and electronics don't mix, let's just say the irrigation system wins. Computer board replacement is not cheap. So we now have our mower start after the irrigation system finishes. But that cuts down on our mower productivity. We may need to add additional mowers or use our traditional rotary mowers to mow some of the trouble areas where the autonomous mowers are struggling, like under heavy tree canopy where they lose satellite signal, or steep banks where they might lose traction, and other areas that may have standing water after a major rainstorm. The mower has no sensors on it to let it know it's approaching water and will drive right into it, also damaging the electronics.
Here we are Monday morning, typical Monday action. We've got quite a few mowers down. This one didn't quite make it back to the charging station, but he comes from way over there. It's a little foggy this morning, but he's got a long time to travel and sometimes doesn't make it back here. You have to change the percentage of when he stops mowing to 20% maybe instead of 15%, so he has a little more battery life to get back here. We'll stop him, check the blades and stuff, put him back in the docking station, let him charge. He'll be okay for the rest of the day. Well, this is what I found this morning. So 8-9 fairway, which is this mower, is apparently out of his work area, so he got lost, stopped right here, right in front of the charging station for one rough, which he sent a signal that says charging station blocked. Get this one back in his charging station, let that one pull up, and they'll be on their way. It's not uncommon to find a couple of these mowers that bump into each other trying to either leave their charging station or get back to it. With 10 of them in one spot, it's not exactly an ideal situation, but we had power available here, so that's how we had to set this one up. This mower says charging station blocked, and it looks like he brought a little friend back with him and blocked his own charging station. Get that out of the way. Restart him here. Should find his way back to the charging station now.
One other morning I came in and saw the mowers parked like this. This is a result of one of our course workers found a mower with a depleted battery and placed it in the wrong docking station.
Here's another mower this morning, 2 green surround, major cutting system imbalance. So we'll stop him, tip him up, see what's going on with him. Looks like he's got a piece of bark or something in one of the blades, definitely enough to throw it off. Pull out that little piece of bark and get him going. Probably put him in the docking station just so he can charge completely, and he'll be alright for the rest of the day. This mower's struggling out here a little bit because of all this pine straw. Gets wrapped around the blades, throws it out of balance, or just blocks the cutting system entirely. This is one of the unforeseen things you don't think about. We also have a lot of pine cones here, some other debris that's fallen down during the storm. Needs to be cleaned up before this mower will mow efficiently again. We'll get some stuff picked up here and send him on his way. And yet another mower this morning with cutting system imbalance. This one, even though it's a little foggy out here, is easy to find because you can look it up on a map. It'll tell you exactly where he's sitting. Shut him off. Give him a check here, probably. Oh, well. Anyway, there's some Spanish moss. Must have fell out of the tree, got wrapped all around the cutting disc. That happens once in a while too. We have a crew that comes out here once a week or more often if we have storms that cleans this stuff up, but can't get everything. Get him cleaned out and send him back on his way. Alright, I'm out here on number 1. It says this machine has a cutting system blocked. Pretty obvious what that looks like it is. Get this stopped. Flip them up and see if there's any damage under here. Looks like maybe just a couple of pieces of pine straw stuck in here. It's kind of a usual. Make sure these blades can swing freely. Looks pretty good other than that. Get him on his way. Alright, that's not good. I'll stick wedged in there. Get that out and get him on his way. I recently purchased aftermarket blades from Amazon. These are about 50 cents a blade versus about $3.30 a blade from Husqvarna, but this is definitely a softer material. You can see some damage on the corner of that blade. They start very sharp, but doesn't look like they're going to hold up as well as the Husqvarna blades. This one says no power in the charging station. Shut him off. Take a look at it here and see. That should be a green light right in there that's not on. It's on a solar power charging station, so let's see what's going on here. Might have a trip breaker or something. Reset the solar charging station. Now it's charging the battery in the back. The green light's on in here. That means it's going to charge the mower. Put the mower back in, let it charge, and send him on his way.
We have recently installed these garages for our mowers to help protect them from some of the storms that blow through here in Florida, and mainly the sun. It's only been 8 months since we installed our mowers, and you can tell the color's already fading. In the last few months, we've worked out a lot of the little issues we've had with the mowers. Golfer and guest interference has also been an issue. Since the entire 9-hole course is lined with vacation villas, a lot of people are just curious of the new technology. If one of the golfers stops the mower or tries to pick it up, I'll receive notification on my phone that there was an issue with the mower, and I'll have to go out there and restart it manually.
These two mowers have a hard time getting in and out of the charging station because this coquina and sand is really soft. They tend to dig in, they lose traction, or just can't make it into the charging dock correctly. We're going to put down some rubber matting or probably some outdoor carpeting here. Make it a smooth transition. They'll be able to go in and out of their charging station, and it'll give it a good look. We had some weed issues around our solar charging stations, so we put some of this weed barrier down, help control the weeds and keep our guys with the string trimmers away from the cables and stuff in the back. It's probably a bigger issue than a weed growing up on there, but this seems to control the weeds pretty well. Gives it a nice clean look. Some areas in our rough are just too hard for our mowers to navigate. These washouts and holes, they have a hard time navigating, they get stuck. We had to put a stay out zone here. We're going to come back with some sod, fix some of this area, and the mower will have a better chance. But for now, we're just mowing it with a conventional rotary mower.
The mowers do an excellent job of cutting, and we've been able to work out most of the issues with them. For my next video, it'll be 1 year since we installed our autonomous mowers, and I'm going to go over some of the costs for the electric autonomous mowers versus the conventional diesel-powered mowers. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.